Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Lone Star Radio on my mind. So won't you kick your feet up if you have a minute? Turn your radio dial to the Texas Ticket.
Welcome to the Texas Ticket Show. This is Armando, and I'm with Miss Shurrie Potts.
Hi there.
Welcome back, Miss Potts.
Thanks. I feel like I've been gone forever.
It feels like forever.
Oh,
Yeah. It does.
It has. It has
Where have you been?
All over. I went to Milwaukee, and then I'm going to Europe in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're going to miss you. Back on early October sometime.
Yeah, back early October.
Wow, what are we going to do?
I don't know, but I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, where are you going? Tell us a little bit about
I'm going to Amsterdam and Cologne and Venice and Zurich and Paris.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a trip. And that's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, have you been to Paris before?
No, I've never been to Europe. So my daughter has. That's my daughter and I going, and she has been to Europe, and she's going to show me the ropes.
Wow. Bring a lot of stuff back.
Yeah, and then we get to stay at Hyatt's the whole time. So
Really? Wow, that's
one of
great.
the benefits of working there.
Well, I think you might be one of the few employees that took advantage of the Hyatt International plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that sounds exciting. I got a lot of exciting things coming up over the next, 30, 45 days while you're gone here in the Montgomery County and surrounding areas, the glorious state of Texas. And you know, that's one of our focuses here in our event, our prime event right now is the Charcuterie Festival going on at Bernhardt Winery.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love charcuterie.
I mean, who doesn't? You know, and then they're having this whole the way they do it is where you walk in, you have your ticket, you have your band, and you go from one booth to the next. But half the booths are wine related, Bernhardt wines, and the other half are charcuterie related.
Okay.
So you can go to these other booths, and they're not the artisan market because there's an artisan market outside, but inside they break it up into different little groups, right? So I can come over here and try the cheese, and then come over and try the meats, and then there's like a team where you assemble together, you know, and you make a charcuterie tray,
cool.
and you drink different wines, and of course you can just go right up front and buy Bernhardt wines. But that's the thing over at Charcuterie Festival at the Bernhardt Winery, and that's September 14th. That's from 12 to 5 over at Bernhardt Winery. Yeah.
Are they going to have live music at the same time?
You know, I don't know. I don't really know. But I know that's one we've caught the last 2 or 3 years in a row, and wow, it's just. What are we missing here? You know, there was always good music. There's always live entertainment every night they do it. So Charcuterie Festival, September 14th. You can go catch that out. It's a Saturday. We have quite a show here today. We have Turrango's coming.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what that's about.
I tried to look it up earlier, so I've got lots of questions for sure.
It's over by that outlet mall, I think. And I'm not really sure. The Conroe Outlet Mall on I-45 heading north. It's a little past Conroe on the right-hand side there is the outlet mall, and I think it's in there, but we're going to let them explain that to us. Penelope and Boutiques. Manuela's with us today. She's here live in studio right now, ready to join us. And I just love her personality. I love who she is, and we really liked the way the business is set up, and I wanted to get an idea of her experience and some of the events that she's been at, what she's experienced, and then get an idea of what events that are on the upcoming schedule, and see, you know, where do you focus. Let's get started. Let's get this show started, and then bring Manuela in with Penelope and Boutique.com. 936-355-1235.
Call me. Call me. You know, I have all the clothing that you need.
I'm glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me. I love everybody, I guess. Yes, sir. Like, thank you. I was very nervous when you called me and said, hey, you want to be part of the show? You want to talk about your business? And I'm like, I don't know. Should I go? And then actually my mom is in town and she was like, you always say yes. All those opportunities always going to open a different door. So you say yes. And I'm like, okay, yeah, be there. Of course. So, thank
Great
you
marketing.
so much. Yes, great marketing.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much for having me. Yes, sir.
Well, you're welcome. You're very welcome. And you know, I think a lot of the things that were attractive are the tone, your Venezuelan accent, you know, and that spirit, that energy, and it showed at a few events that I've met you at, the Artisan Market over at Grand Central Park Conroe, as well as the Free Citizens concert at Citizens Catering.
Yes.
You had a booth out there, and we've met you at both these, and you did really well at both events, it looked like.
I
mean, it
did.
seems.
I mean, I haven't been in too many farmers markets yet because I just started the business 4 months ago. So I'm still navigating and see what's out there.
Okay.
But I've been on the one on the Grand Central Park for at least like 4 times already. Is every Saturday, the
Yeah.
first Saturday of each month. I love it. Actually, it's one of my favorites. I'm also being on the one in downtown Conroe. That
Which one,
was-
downtown Conroe?
That was maybe like 2 Saturdays ago.
Okay.
It's the Central Market, Conroe.
Okay,
It's
okay.
right here in town.
Yeah.
Very nice people. And actually, I signed in for one today for Sip and Shop
Yeah.
with Top Show.
Yeah, Big Top.
Yeah,
Big
Big
Top
Top.
Entertainment,
Yeah,
yes.
here in Conroe as well.
Yes, and here in actually they're gonna do it on the Grand Central Park as well.
Yeah.
I would say I'm very excited. My last 3 markets are being very good for the business. My business is still online based while I'm growing, but I love talking with the people. I know that now you have to do all your marketing and you're selling everything through Instagram and Facebook and everything. And I'm trying on that part, but I'm not the best one because I love talking to people. I love when people come and see the clothing and see how it's baby clothing. You want to
so
see
it's
it.
baby clothes.
It's baby clothes. Yes,
Okay.
actually. Yes,
Yeah.
there we go. We
So-
missed that part.
Artisan Market Sip and Shop, October 5th.
October 5th.
That's
yes,
right.
sir.
Right. Over at Grand Central Park
Yes,
Conroe,
sir.
over at the Lake House, which is an award-winning facility, and it's a beautiful place. They have indoor restrooms and bathrooms and all
That's
that stuff,
beautiful,
and
You have a
and a
lake
really nice
view.
setup. And you know they've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
They're starting to get patterned at it and getting better at it and refined, and you know you got to give those courtesies to a new neighbor. But when it's our first time, we've never done it before, you know, and it's like, well, I went to the first one. It was good. I didn't see any growing pains, but I have seen improvement. So as the shows have gone on, the one coming up October 5th, the Sip and Shop at the Lake House Grand Central Park Conroe, and that's a Johnson Development. You can go on their website and check that out. 11 to 4 is what I have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're gonna be there.
Yes, sir. Sure
Ah,
will.
cool.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
well, I'm gonna mark that off my list because it was one I wanted to talk about, and that's Big Top. You said.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And have you worked with them before?
No, this is the first time, but I heard great things about them. A lot of people come to their shows, so they were actually sold out. And I sent an email, and I was like, "Hey, I'm very interested. Can I be part of it? I know you're sold out. Do you have
Yeah.
like a waiting list?" And they said, "No, look, I just opened one for you. I'm just gonna leave a few open." I'm
Nice.
like, "Oh, great, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Sign in right away."
So there's a lot of reference to handcrafting on your clothes, and they're all I've seen so far is infant. Or do you do older?
Yes. So infant right now, I have it until 3 to 5 years, just like
Okay.
select pieces. I have my own brand that I'm
3
building.
to 5 years.
Yes.
What, years old?
Yes, sir. Yeah, years old.
They look a little younger than that. They look
I
like
mean, I
they
have
were. There were
different-
some 12 most.
So I have a law from 3 months to like 3 to
Yeah.
6, 6
Yeah, okay.
to 9, 9 to 12. But then I have a few.
And
bigger
those clothes we
pieces.
turn over constantly. I mean, I've got 3 kids.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids that move through the cycle. You know, those don't last long, and they,
Yep.
you know, we move through them so quick. I think we forget about that. It's almost a glimpse in, you know, raising your kids. You know, but nevertheless, so you you import clothes? Do you make them yourself? Do you and your mom make them?
Yes. So now that I'm building my own brand, I have my own tags and everything.
saw that.
We
It's
had
nice.
somebody in Venezuela, a really good friend of ours. She makes the clothes. So we pick all fabrics here. We send all the designs. I send everything to Venezuela.
wow.
And he helps me over there. And then my mom brings it here. And then I have another wholesale in Florida, somebody over there that makes them. And I just like hand pick each piece from
And you
them.
mentioned two things that I thought were real important. One was quality of design and
Yes.
integrity of the clothing itself. It's meant to last generations. And it's like when I got my first twin bed for the kids' bed, it came with a 20-year warranty. I'm like, well, this is an infant bed. Why do I need a 20-year warranty? What's the point? But when you look at clothes like this, and I can tell you right now, there are so many hand-me-downs in my daughter's closet.
Oh, yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't want to say this out loud, but I'm a guy. We don't care.
Yeah.
Women will be really cautious about that, but the men,
Kids' clothes, I mean, they go through them so much. So I think
everything 3 and under is getting cycled. So, but guess who
Yes.
gets it? Guess who gets
the
the
little brother, or little sister, or whatever.
a family member,
A
right?
family member,
Mostly a
always.
family member.
Or a
yeah.
friend, they
Yeah.
just got like
A good
baby.
friend.
Yeah.
Well, you give the good clothes, and you separate.
course,
you know,
yes.
we don't. Nobody just puts them all in one big bag. We went through it 1,000 times.
Yep.
Before we would say, "Oh, we no longer need that. It just doesn't fit. Throw it away." Nobody does that. But when we look and consider that the clothes I buy from my daughter will most likely go to my brother's daughter,
Yeah.
who's younger, and we know this, and if we don't know it, we should be thinking about it, because we know they're not going to be 3 months from more than a month.
That's why you have from 3 to
Yeah.
6,
Yeah.
6 to 9.
Yeah.
So you have a term of at least 3 months. So
But quality clothes and clothes with integrity there go a long way, especially when because I know my sister, every time she brings anything over, and she constantly brings things over, whether we want it or not, it's always out of love, and it's always because she cares, and she really sincerely thinks we need these things. And whether it's toilet paper or weird organic ramen noodles or, strange things, you're like, thanks, Sandra. Wow. Oh, well, we'll never forget that. Ever. I think quality clothing in that age bracket comes into that same, because the people that get it are your family. And she visited with you at the Free Citizens concert. Yeah.
Your sister?
yeah.
Yeah, my sister came by and said hi with my daughter, and just totally loved your store. Loved you. Loved you. It's such an and just the quality of the product. And she got stuff, and it's for a niece, I think, or her niece, not mine, but father-in-law, her husband's daughter,
Yes.
brother's daughter. But nevertheless, just really quality stuff. And
that was the whole idea when I started this project. Was like, okay, I know where I can get clothes. There is a good price, but they're not the best ones. So I was like, why just not start creating my own?
Yeah.
I want to dress my daughter like this, so I just gonna create the clothing. And as I said, like, she's my biggest inspiration, and my mother is my biggest help. So I had a perfect team over there to create a vision, which is giving the best clothes to my daughter, and a good price, and affordable, and pretty. And
you could tell when you touch it. You could tell
And
when you
that's
hold
what I
it.
love
You could tell by the
markets.
seam. It's like you don't need. If you put it in your hand, you'd know. And I guess that's a great way to share your product
Yeah,
with the
it's-
public.
Exactly.
sure.
Yes, you can see it, you can touch it. It's no plastic, it's no bag.
It's not super
gonna
thin, it's not
super
gonna
thin,
fall
it's not
apart.
Exactly. It's not gonna give rash or anything, because that's what I'm using for my daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah,
using
sure.
the best for my daughter. So I use the best for every other daughter. We actually trying to work on boy as well. So we might have a collection for fall and winter. We're still working on
That's
that.
super cool.
So yes. Thank you.
Super cool. And so tell me about when you did the business concept. What was the idea about? When did you come to? I want to do a booth.
So, I mean, I have always kind of like seen it in
Yeah.
other farmers markets. I love to go on Sundays to Houston, and you just shop a little bit everywhere.
We
try to-
got a couple of good farmers markets here.
I know.
I'm going to plug them
them
here. I'm going to plug them. Well, let me interrupt here. You know,
Go for it, yes.
Yeah. One is over at the KOA campground every Sunday, right?
yeah.
Every single Sunday, and lots of organic stuff. Lots of local chefs, local cooks, local bed bakers, local farmers, local ranchers, from meat to eggs to bread to organics like alfalfa and sprouts and things. Super cool. And that's on my route home from Plantersville. Or I go to St. Mary's or Sacred Heart, depending how late I wake up. But they both, that farmer's market's really good. There's also another, they do the City to Market here in Conroe once a month. And it's right here in Conroe, the downtown Conroe Central Market. There is another, and it's on our
They have a
list
lot in the woodlands too.
today. Yeah. So a lot of these farmers markets are popping up, and if you see them, even if they're impromptu, I mean, some of them are not so well coordinated, but they're more pop up. You know, 2 weeks go by, and but these are the real hands. You know, these are the people that put in your those organic foods together that we were talking about earlier. That, you know, I don't agree with processed food so much, or I don't like so much this, so much that, you know, or clone this, clone that, or we were talking about some of this integrity of food. Well, if you really are that sincere about that, it's a good place to do your grocery shopping. I'm just saying. And lots of cool, unique stuff, as well as handcrafted stuff. Now, you were talking about business and the ethical side of your products and making sure they were ethically made, ethically drawn, and I really liked that. And not that I really would have perceived that anything other than that, but it's nice to know when you brand it with that sincerity, that it's ethically done.
Thank you.
And you're at PenelopeAnnBoutique.com?
Yes, that's my website. You can find everything there. And there's always new stuff, new arrivals coming. So,
cool.
Yes, sir.
And what events you got coming up? Where are you going?
Actually, I have one, hopefully, in Bryan College Station.
Ooh, which one?
It's like a fall extravaganza.
Nice.
Something like that. And then on September 21st, there's one here in Conroe in the conventional center.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a big one for fall and winter to start with all the
Like the
festive.
Nutcracker market?
Yes, I think I don't remember the
That's
name.
okay.
But
They
I can
can find
send
it
it
on your
to you.
website?
Exactly, yeah. Not on my website, but I put on my Instagram.
Okay.
That's kind of what we do when we be part of a new market. We do ourselves the marketing as well.
Yeah.
So September 21st is the Montgomery County Funky Junk Market.
Yes.
Is that
there
it?
you go. Yes, there is one.
Okay,
Yeah.
and
then
that's
they
from
have
9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. at the Lone Star Convention Center. It's the Montgomery County Holiday Extravaganza.
Yes.
You can see that at 9055 Airport Road, the Montgomery Funky Junk. And then right after that, November 9th, is the Montgomery County Nutcracker Market, which Making Spirits Bright Holiday Extravaganza. That's the name.
Yep.
Making Spirits Bright Holiday Extravaganza. It's a big name, but
Yes.
I mean, if you've never been to the Nutcracker Market,
I've never been.
it's a thing.
November
Is it?
9th.
Yeah.
That's why everybody told me. I'm like, you know what?
You're going?
I'm going to be
You're
part
there.
of it.
Okay.
Yes.
So November 9th, 9 to 5, and that's also at the Lone Star Convention
Yes,
Center. You can
sir.
go and catch her there, as well as the whole Nutcracker Extravaganza, and that's part of our things to tell today. So that event, I think, has always been a real popular one.
Yeah,
and
for sure. It's highly attended.
yeah, if you ain't got it for Christmas, you will at the end of November 9th.
Are you going to have Christmas outfits?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Right now, I'm working on all my fall, and then I will have my little section
Is she
for
going to model them
Christmas.
for you?
Little
yeah,
alligators,
she-
little Santa hat, little
everything,
red nose. She gotta get a
everything.
little red nose. Everybody loves the red nose.
Yeah.
That goes great.
She's my model. Now that she's more active,
Yeah.
it's very hard
Sure.
to keep her stand up or sitting down in one position. So I just like take a video and then just like cut it.
Yep.
Then just cut it where I have the best view. And yeah, but she's gonna be my model until
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
And you've never been or done this before, but you're going to the Nutcracker.
Yes,
I
I
love
am
it.
because everybody say that's the way to
It
do
is.
Christmas. That's the way to start selling your
Yeah.
stuff because they go big. So
They do.
I need to go big too.
Yeah, and they do. And what a great gift, kids club. Super. And what else you got planned coming up? You're all over my list. You're doing this stuff. I should find you on the...
There is one in November with a big top entertainment as well.
Okay.
I think November 26, 27. They have a whole weekend.
Okay.
That
Where
I was
at?
I was reading about that one here in Conroe as well.
I'm sure it's on our list.
Yeah.
Things to talk about here in a minute.
Yeah, I know they're all over the place right now. This weekend they have one in Waco. I was like, do I want to drive that long? Let's just stay here and try something somewhere local. But I haven't found anything for this weekend.
Well, if
Yet.
there's some of the things in the state of Texas that they've propositioned, we can help you take a look at some of those things.
There we go.
There are some that have been on our calendar and that we share every
good.
year over year here on the Texas Ticket Show, and
Great.
that we've seen, that we know that, hey, those guys are killing it. Like the one in Conroe, there was the Conroe Kids Fest. The guy came to town
Yes.
one year and he said that something like 7 to 10,000 attendees or
Oh,
some
wow.
crazy number. It was even bigger than that. It was bigger than that.
Yeah.
I'm being conservative so I don't sound ridiculous. But it was bigger than that.
Yeah.
It was a huge number. I'm like, yeah, he wishes. And oh yeah. No,
There's
he
that many
does.
kids.
He does. He gets it. The Conroe Kids Festival, the one that comes
Kids
every year.
Fest.
Woo, boy, howdy! You should get a booth there.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be at least
ton of kids.
10,000 plus people. Yeah, that are all
Babies.
children and family related.
Yeah.
Most of our events are. I love your touch. I love your booth. I love your the look there, and
you.
product all look really well made, and
Thank
everything
you.
we noticed, everything we saw, like a little label on there. It's kind of
Thank you.
it's kind of cute.
Appreciate
And
it.
I like the Grand Central Park Conroe. I know Hyatt Regency is Grand Central Park.
Yeah.
So they're neighbors there, and we try to keep in that neighborhood because it's all the cool new stuff. It's brand new.
Yes,
What's
it
not
is.
to like? Everything's brand new. And so I understand the attraction, and I think Big Top will helps to add to
Yeah.
that crowd
Yes.
burst that because of their multitude of events that they do, and the one that they do out in Waco is a very popular event.
Yes.
That one gets a huge crowd, and so there are a few others that they do that are real big home runs in the state of Texas in different cities and towns and
Yeah.
counties. But they have earned the reputation.
Yeah.
So we look forward to seeing them and the Artisan Market. And when is that Artisan Market again? That one you said you're at?
I think the 26th September.
The
Yeah.
21st.
I had just pulled it out, and 21st. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see you there, and we can find you at PenelopeandBoutique.com.
Yes, sir. Sure, you can.
Right. Is there
course.
anything else to expect or coming up?
Nope. I say we have boys for fall and winter collection and just like new pieces and just trying to be out there so people knows me,
Yeah.
put a face to the name and to the clothing and just be part of the community.
Blessed to have you come and
Thank
do
you.
that with us
Appreciate it.
today.
Appreciate it. Thank you for
coming.
inviting me. Thank
Guys,
you.
we'll be back right after this with more of the Texas Ticket Show.
Lone Star Radio on my mind.
Car enthusiasts of Conroe, FM 104.5 and 106.1 Lone Star Community Radio invites you to shift into gear every Monday from 1 to 2 with Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy for news on all things automotive in the greater Houston-Conroe area. Can't make a live show? We've got you covered. You can find all of our uncut content, including full episodes on Spotify, iTunes, Play Store, YouTube, Facebook, and irlonestar.com. Again, that's Mondays 1 to 2, Cruising Car Club Talk with Robert and Randy. See you there.
Lone Star Radio on my mind.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. This is Armando, and I'm with Shurrie Potts. And I'm with Turrangos.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Why are you laughing?
'Cause
You can't laugh at
you
that.
never
This
get it
isn't
right.
funny.
We literally practiced this. Turangos.
Did I not say it?
And it's Cyndi Turrigiano.
Turrigiano.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What is Turrango's?
So we're an indoor shooting range done with simulators.
Oh.
So it's
Like Top Golf, but with guns?
it's the Top Golf of guns.
Nice. The Top Golf simulator.
You mean like inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's Cyndi Turrigiano, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go, you got it.
And Cyndi, you're a Conroe native, right?
Yes.
You're from here.
Yes.
Is your husband from here?
No, he was an Army brat, so he
There
was
you go.
all over the place. I met him in at work.
You mean at like the army?
No, in Conroe, I lived here my whole entire life.
Oh, okay.
So it hasn't been a
Got
Conroe.
it. And so, did the business concept, come from his military background?
Not really. I mean, we have a family full of military, but my son was in the Air Force for 7 years, and he's actually the one that gave us the idea to open
Very
a business.
cool, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And are you located here in Conroe?
Yes, we're located at Lee Line and I-45 at the old outlet center.
Oh, okay.
And so they're in there just shooting it up.
They're starting to. We are right next to that escape place.
Ah.
That's one of the reasons why we had the idea. We went to that escape place, and then Joe, my husband, said, let's open something.
Yeah.
So we came up with ideas, and this is what we came up with.
Well, you brought some guns,
Yes.
or some? What do you call them?
So yes, they are. They are. We treat every single gun like they're real.
Okay.
So we do not have. We do not shoot with real guns at Turangos, and so we ask that we have lockers to where you can actually put your guns in the lockers. Or the whole reason is because our guns look real.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can see, I'll let you hold one.
Okay.
You
Hold
put
it
your
right.
finger in the trigger. That's
we-
one of
yeah.
our safety rules.
There you
Okay.
go.
And so it looks and feels real.
It does. It's got great weight to it. It's got it looks kind of like a Beretta.
It's a CZ Shadow.
Okay.
Smith and I'm sorry, this one is a Smith and Wesson M&P. So these they feel real. Actually, you can take this out, the magazine out, and
Sure, you can
to
check that
practice
one out.
your your mag changes.
Yeah, great weight. I'm surprised it's so heavy.
Yeah.
Keep you prepared for that. Oh yeah, it moves like a regular gun. And the clips are movable, you said?
Yes, you can take the magazine out, and so I think you pulled the safety.
Did I pull the safety on it?
Yes. Let me show you if you like. Or
Yeah. Show me.
So there's a button here,
Oh, I see.
and then you would rack it kind of like a real gun before you shoot.
Okay, and how does the target know where you're
It's
aiming?
done with a laser, so pretty much kind of like the cat laser. You would actually,
Yeah.
you can shoot. You can actually have one of those lasers at our simulator, and it works.
So it's air.
It's CO2, and then we also have an AR-15 that's green gas.
Oh.
So it's something unique.
Y'all do like duck hunt? You know what I mean?
So what's on the screen? Yeah, what's on the
We
screen? What
have
are we shooting at?
different types of targets. We have tactical targets where you have a shoot, no shoot targets. We have hundreds of different types of targets. You can change the setting to where it has, you make it big or small, depending on how fast you are. the
Call of
speed.
Duty.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's
we
like a
kinda
game.
like, we have one that's kind of like a Call of Duty. I mean, we just have so many different options.
How many bays do you have?
5.
Wow.
Anything zombie related?
Yes, we have zombie shooting.
Do you really?
That's That
Wow.
is people's
Yeah.
favorite for some
Hey,
reason.
Nailed it.
I did a one of those virtual reality game places,
And there
we
were
did-
zombies.
Absolutely, and it was the most fun I've had in a long time. Yeah.
So tell me about. So you pick your mode, right? I would assume.
You get to pick your which drill you want to shoot. You have full access to the computer where you can try different drills, and then you can compete. 2 people can shoot next to each other,
Yeah.
and it's really good with team building. Or if
Yeah.
you want to try to beat your spouse. Joe and I are always trying to beat each other
I'm
on
highly
games.
competitive. Yeah. I'm like, this is gonna be our next outing.
Or you do one of those Give me the whiskey. No, too much. Too much. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, there's random. Oh yeah. There's random. Give me the whiskey. No, too much. That's too Texas.
So is it by hour? You pay by hour?
Yes, it's 30 minutes or an hour.
Okay.
So if you do have if you're coming by yourself, I would recommend you maybe doing renting for 30 minutes.
Sure.
An hour, we have an hour up to each lane up to 6 people, because if you want to bring your
Yeah.
family.
This sounds like a fantastic
I know.
date night.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great,
Especially if
let's
you've never
get to know each
shot
other
a gun
better.
before. Like, I feel like this is probably a lot more date-ish than
Makes
going
me
to a
wanna-
real gun range.
I feel like I want to
You've
hold
never-
hands and, get to know
No.
somebody better.
But then you would know, like, if they're a good shot or not, so you can't really mess up.
Yeah.
We don't have food yet, but we do have sodas to sell, and then we also have an area where you can have a birthday party or a gathering or a corporate event and have screen TVs that you can put your PowerPoint, or
Yeah.
there's so many options.
So can you bring in food currently?
can.
What about alcohol?
You can bring food and drinks. We don't serve food or
Sure.
drinks, so
Okay.
And for all the guys out there, I mean, I think one of the first impressions for a lot of guys going on a date is that we want it to be romantic. We want it to be something that we believe ladies would enjoy, which is always taking us out of the equation. Right. So it's always like, what would the ladies like? What would she like? What would I do to impress her? It's a date, right? That's kind of the mindset. But you end up going to a place that's like, there was a gas leak and everybody's half asleep, and they're all like,
I don't know where you're taking
well, it's
people.
real romantic.
Where are
Someone's
you
playing
taking your dates,
piano or someone's playing some soft music. And it's always like this way soft hand holder, But at the end, I think if we took her to shoot guns, we'd probably have a better time.
Absolutely.
Not the hand holder,
I love stuff like this though. Like I love go karts. I love games.
It's
So
rare.
anything
I
that's a
can't.
game.
How often does that stuff get interjected into your life?
All the time, actually.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Really? Not enough in mine. I think something like that would bring a real rush,
I
a real
just challenged somebody at
excitement.
basketball the other day.
Man, she kills me in Papa Shot. Yeah, but we didn't really have to go anywhere for that. It was like right down the road to the Game Changer. But I think they're doing an activity together.
Yeah.
The energy of it and making it fun really brings on some fun. An experience. We did something together that. Who are you gonna say you did that with?
Can you take? Is there anything that you can take home, like your target wins, or I don't know?
Yeah.
you can take a picture of it, and
Yeah.
then you can say, "Hey, I won."
Yeah, yeah.
And
Kind of like your bowling score, I guess. When you look at the top of the bowling alley, the 300 up there.
Yes, yes. And then you can bring your family, and it is safe to help teach kids about gun safety.
I feel like it's a
So
great
that
idea.
you can teach your child how to hold a gun, how to shoot a gun without it actually being a live fire range.
So, are there any more of these in Texas? I'm curious. This is the first I've ever heard of this kind of place.
We've only seen that there is some training facilities with and I don't even know in Texas, but in the U.S. we've been trying to research, and there's just either a gun range that has a simulator inside,
Right.
or a training facility where it's just training, but we want to make it more entertaining, where
Yeah.
it's for the whole family.
Yeah, and I was Houston Rookie League in paintball, and I played for several years, and there was always this talk about how everyone is dangerous with a gun, right? If you give a kid a gun, he'll be able to defend his home or do this, that, or the other because he has a gun, and all shooters are dangerous and deadly, which is true, right? You can certainly be 5 years old, not meaning any harm to anyone, and play with it enough where you can kill somebody.
It's the people that are dangerous.
Yeah, well, and so is ignorance. So is ignorance,
Yeah.
and so is just being naive and with a weapon and not understanding what it can do. But I think small arms training is something that's really important, and that can, with just a little bit of it, can make a huge difference between one individual and another in a small arms combat situation.
Yeah.
Do y'all like show them how to hold it? Do you do gun safety stuff?
We're not trainers, but it's the responsibility of the parents to train their child. Just like if they would to go to a real gun range, they would be the ones training their
But
child.
like if I came and I have no idea, I've never even held a gun before. That was probably my second time ever. So
Oh.
And I don't have a problem showing you how to hold a gun. And if you're not shooting it right, I kind of give you some tips on which one's your dominant eye and how to shoot. Because we do find that where people think they're shooting or they think that the laser's not shooting correctly.
Yeah.
And then my husband will go and show them, okay, no, it's working.
Yeah. Okay.
I think a little training can go a long way. There is a huge curve we learned in paintball where, every kid would get a gun, rent it for $10 and run out in the field and compete against you. And then they're the first ones to leave. Right. And all the kids got a gun, but only daddy's winning the game. Daddy wins again. It's that reoccurring, that training, that repetition, that comfort with the weapon, that being in your hand, that understanding the kick, that where I'm not fearing it. I know how to aim and point it with a simple direction. Your husband probably only went over there once. And once he showed them and they got what he was trying to address, the rest of the shots were on mark. Or and it's often this way with small arms combat, where just a little edge, and if you didn't have that, you're the first one to leave. You're back to the lobby. And training's important. And I think this can bring on a lot of that. Do you get any first responders in there with you?
Yes, first responders. We have security companies that come in and actually train, or we have had so different people, military, police, first responders, have actually used our simulator to try to help train.
Yeah, it's nice to stay
A
versed.
great date night because guys like to teach girls stuff. So.
Oh, we love it, and this is so much cheaper than ammunition.
Oh yes, oh yes. You can shoot one drill and then it's a box of ammo.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been to buy the ammo lately, but if you got your and this resembles a 9mm Beretta, which I $15, $25, $30, you can get a small box of ammo that I can run through in 20 minutes.
Yeah. How
easy.
much is 30 minutes in one bay?
How much ammo?
Do you pay by person, by time?
So it's $25 for the first person, and then $10 for every additional person up to 3 people, and that's for half an hour.
Okay.
So for an hour, it's $45, and then it's $15 every additional person. So the more you bring, for a full hour, if you bring 6 people, it ends up being $20 per person.
Okay.
Yeah, and do you do like birthdays, get-togethers,
yes.
things like that?
Yes.
I'm like team building. I'm writing it
They
down
love it.
for
People
sure.
love birthday parties. We've had birthday parties. We've had team building. We've had people competing against each other. I'm a member of the chamber. We had the GLAD Foundation. They came.
Yeah.
And
So I
nice.
work for Hyatt. And
Yes.
So we always have people coming in asking for opportunities for team building stuff.
yes.
This would be great.
We
You
met
should
with
share
Shay.
that, yeah.
Yes. And we've already talked about doing that.
All name dropping, throwing Shay out there. Shay. What's up, Shay? Good tell you. Hey, Shay, we brought you up so much. You have to watch.
Shay was on Dick's show. the
I
other day.
saw that audience of one, and she was on talking about some the upcoming stuff that she's got going on. I think was it audience of one? It was audience of one. One of the other shows, one of the morning programs here, Conroe Mornings, I think, several shows here on Lone Star Community Radio. You can go on LoneStarCommunityRadio.com and pledge, donate, subscribe, follow along on YouTube or Facebook, and get a look at the 20-plus other programs that are brought to you here on Lone Star Community Radio. People should have pledged, subscribe, all that. Buy one of our T-shirts, our hats, keychains, swag.
What?
Follow us on our
I don't even have a
Patreon.
t-shirt.
We don't have any of that
I
stuff.
know. Okay, no, we don't.
Yeah, no.
Wait, so how can they find you other than where you are?
So they can go to Turrango's on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Like I said, we're right at the outlet and off of League Line and 45, right next to that escape place. So we're right next door to that.
Okay.
And we're available for.
How long have you
available
guys
for
been
questions.
open?
For about 5 months now.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And we also, on Wednesdays, we have something called a Warrior Wednesday, where we give 25% off for the veterans, first responders,
cool.
police, and military. And then we also donate some of our profits that day to the IGY6 Foundation. And they help combat PTSD and veteran suicide. So
That's great.
We do that for them. And then every day is 10% off for veterans, police, first responders.
Is there ever a possibility for this to be mobile?
We actually do have a mobile unit. It's at Caleb's Crawfish. It's actually there right now, but we're not at the point. It's just me and Joe and his cousin Brian Thomas. He's the one that. I mean, it's just the three of us right now.
Sure.
So once we start getting to where we can get staff, we can maybe utilize that.
I feel like it would be cool. Like, you know how the axe throwing mobile guy?
Yeah, Tomahawk HDX.
Yeah, listen.
We do have the option to where we can go to different places. We went to Texas Vintage where we went upstairs and set up.
I was thinking
But
about
you could
bringing
do that. You
to
could do
the
that.
Hyatt.
Are you set up to do
We could
that?
do that.
Setups.
Yes, we do have that. It's just you know,
Yeah.
finding the time. We're new, trying to open and
Sure.
get the word out.
And let's just go over this one more time for the folks that are just maybe either tuning in or just not sure what we've thrown out there so far. There is no projectile coming out of this weapon.
No, it's not.
It's not even classified as a weapon. It's a mock weapon that does not shoot a projectile, that shoots an electrical beam at a target on the screen.
Yes.
Okay. So it just makes that bring me the whiskey, you know, that kind of thing, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, but not really.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
It's air, right? No.
It's
Or
yes, CO2.
CO2. So the
and
same stuff that
green
goes in
gas,
your
yes.
coffee
But
to
the
froth it.
But the CO2 is just
Literally.
for the feel and reaction of the weapon itself, not
Yeah.
part
Or
of the target.
No, it's not part of target. It's just for the feel.
Yeah.
So just for the feel.
Yeah,
Okay.
'cause
So
the fizz, you know, the
yeah,
fizz
because
in your Coke,
like an
same
like an
thing.
airsoft gun though, now it shoots a projectile and shoots air, and then there's a CO2 version of paintball where I've played with two pistols and there's CO2 in each pistol, and they use the test tube paintballs, you know, where you put the test tube in the gun and it shoots the clip of, which is a test tube of paintballs, but it's CO2. So the smaller ones were CO2, and the big ones were the big the NOS, you know, the big
Yes.
the big tank hanging off the back. But the smaller ones were always like that. This is a little different because it's only using that juice, if you will, for the kick of the weapon itself.
Yes.
And but nothing comes out.
Nothing
you
comes
know.
out. You can't,
Everybody's safe there.
we
No one's
have-
getting shot.
No one's
There's no
getting-
Alec Baldwin going on. You know, there's none of that.
Our guns, you cannot actually put a live ammo in our guns.
Okay, yeah.
We actually do sell that option. If you do want to use, we have some that you can put a laser in their guns, but those guns we do not use in our facility. No, we cannot.
Okay.
And you're not allowed to bring real guns.
No.
But you have a locker for real guns
Locker,
if I'm
yes.
on my
Gotcha.
hip. Yeah, okay, good. And so are there other kinds of weapons, like rifles?
We have
For
an
duck hunt.
AR-15.
Oh, you have an
we
AR-15,
have a Glock
okay.
17 that doesn't recoil also. That we have this is the MMP, Smith & Wesson. And then we have, this is the Glock 17. So they all feel real.
Yeah.
We can, if they want to practice their mag changes, we
Yeah.
can set it up to where it has 10, you can only shoot 10 times. And then after that, you have to take this out and put it back in just so you can get the feel.
Yeah.
Cool.
For any speed shooters and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and they are timed. And for accuracy, do you have timed courses on your
We do.
run?
We do. And it actually gives you the scores. And
Wow.
there's
And time and score and everything
Yes.
breaking down. And you could pick the level of intensity, I assume.
Yes. And then we,
Oh,
we
man.
also have like can toss and trap shooting and tactical targets,
Very cool.
competitive shooting. I mean, just all kinds of fun stuff.
And it's over at the outlet center, right?
Yes.
The outlet center there. Here
I'm
on
excited. I wanna
I-45 North, on the way to Willis. On the right-hand side, if you got Houston at your back and Dallas at your back, it's on the left. You can see them right there on I-45 at Turrangos.com.
And I already
Yes,
have some
Turrango.
businesses I'm going to send you because
Fantastic.
And it's TURRANGOS.
Yeah.
And you can call them at 936-220-3505. And you can email them at info@turrangos.com. Thank you for coming. Did you have anything else to share? Anything else that we need that's on fire that you want to?
I just know. I mean, there's so much to share. There's so much that we're doing. I mean, we're doing memberships. We're having it all kinds of
Oh, cool.
fun stuff that's happening. Different events. We're
Are you guys do like shooting leagues?
we're gonna be working on that. The
Mm.
shooting
Cool.
leagues, and then like I said, Wednesdays, and then we also have on October 12th we're gonna have the Project Local. They're having an event
Oh, wow,
over
cool.
there
Yeah,
to
yeah.
where we're gonna have our
When is
booth
that?
there.
When is Project Local?
October 12th in Willis, and so we're just
Yeah.
having a great time. It's my husband and I and Brian Thomas. I mean, we've been having a great time, just helping people bring your families together and share what we have.
Yeah. No,
I love
that's
it.
very cool.
Stronger Texans. Let's do it.
All right. Very Texas.
Well,
right
we'll see you
there.
at www.turrangos.com. You can call them at 936-220-3505. You can see them over at the Outlet Center right here north of Conroe, and visit them there. Get your membership. Come out and visit. And thank you for coming. I appreciate you stopping in on the show. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Turn your radio dial to the Texas Ticket.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Golakeconroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Welcome back to the Texas Ticket. It's Armando with Shurrie Potts.
Hey.
And we're here for the Punch Your Texas
See,
Ticket
that
segment of
violent.
the show.
Don't even do that either. Jeez.
Click, 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 click. Yeah, punching it.
Okay, no, that's
Anyway.
it. No more guns in the show. No more violence.
Woo woo! Turrango! Turrango. This
Anyway.
should be a song, Turangos.
I'm excited about that place. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool. And those guns were so heavy. They were real feeling, you know. Manuela
Manuela's very cool.
from Penelope's Penelope and _ boutique or PenelopeandBoutique.com. You can go check those folks out there. This is the Punch Your Texas Ticket segment of the show where we kind of go over things that are important to Texans happening in Texas around the area and kind of keep you in tune with fun stuff happening and things that we think might be Texan related or just close enough for you to go to. So the special event that we're focused on is tomorrow over at Barnhart Winery, the Charcuterie Festival. We kind of brought that up a little bit at Barnhart Winery Saturday, September 14th, and that's from 12 to 5. Real popular event. Come early, get your spot, claim your territory, pitch a tent, hang out for the...
charcuterie.
It's such a cool thing to hang out with.
Yeah.
Super fun. I mean, way relaxed.
Franktoberfest. What is that?
Oh, I don't see that. Hang on.
Oh, you don't have that?
No, let's see. That was all that October. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I see it. You're right. Franktoberfest is at Frankenbolt's Brewery, and that's in if you go to Dobbin, Texas.
Yes,
right?
I've actually been to Dobbin.
It's between Montgomery, Texas, and Plantersville, Texas.
Yeah.
And there's one light at the slap this, poke that. I don't know what there's a place there where Holder's Grub used to be, across from the old Moke's grocery store, and I think it's like a Valero now, and it's tap this, cork that, cork this, tap that.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's on the opposite corner, catty corner from Holder's Grub. So if you're familiar with that Dobbin, it's right there. I drove past it 100 times, didn't know it was there. I ordered a pizza. Incredible. Frankenbolt's Oktoberfest is at 173 North Farm to Market, 1486 Montgomery, Texas. Frankenbolt's Brewing Company. Morrison Tapping. Topping Shartstein Holding Competition. Men's and women's categories. Yeah.
Bring your lederhosen.
Bring your own lederhosen. Yeah, win a custom Franktoberfest mug, traditional Oktoberfest foods, smoked.
right.
Yeah. B52 has one as well.
Yes.
B52, another brewery, also doing Oktoberfest. Most of all our breweries will. Oktoberfest at B52 is September 21st, and it starts at 12, and that's at 12470 Milroy Lane, and you can check it out B52's website. Farm Fresh Veggies, what is that? The Lake House Grand Central Park Conroe. It's the farmers market.
Oh,
They started their own.
good.
Yeah, and we were just talking about. I wish I would have had that for her. I don't remember where it was in context, but September 21st, Farm Fresh Veggies from 10 to 11:30. That's the first hour of the day, and that's there at Grand Central Park at the Lake House. And I think later that day is the
it's
artisan market. Yeah, so they'll start out with the farm to market, and then they'll move into the artisan. Is what it looks like. Saturday, October 5th from 9 to 2 is the Galveston Island Market. They've got their own market over on Galveston Island, and I wanted to bring that up because it's such a great opportunity. October is, I can't say how cool and awesome it is to be in Galveston this time of year. As a native 6th generation Texan, I'll tell you, I've lived there. My dad's BOI. Late September, October in Galveston is like the fall foliage in Branson. I mean, it is time to go. Okay. You get out there and you enjoy that. It's cool. The sun's not going to blister you like that. You get a good wind. You get the whole thing. It's really nice. My top recommendation would be to, if you did this Saturday, stay the night, take Sunday at the Galvez and catch that Sunday brunch there. It is probably the best. One of the best in the state of Texas, I think, as far as Sunday brunches go. And traditionally done multiple stations, no menu stuff. Friday, September 27th, Saving Abel with special guest Silverleaf. That'll be in spring.
Sawyer Park Ice House. Mm-hmm. I still haven't been there yet.
That's going to happen, yeah. And Tuesday, October 1st, at Hunger Crush Cafe, and I don't want to overdo it, but what a great wine dinner. We did it last, the Chardonnays. I don't even like Chardonnay. The Faces of Chardonnay, it was called. Yeah. But the food was incredible. Dessert was like a personal key lime cheesecake. But the whole dinner was great. The wines were good. We had a great time. It was like, he's doing half pours and these half portions, 8 portions, 8 wines.
Yeah, it's a wine pairing dinner.
Outstanding. I mean, next level for Hunger Crush, definitely next level. And that is October 1st. It's a Tuesday from 6:30 to 8:30. Reservations are done in advance at the Hunger Crush website. You can go and check that out. It's focused on Shiraz and Syrahs. Mm-hmm. Shiraz and Syrahs.
Some reds.
So yeah, it's red all the way, which is good. Bring it back from that whole Faces of Chardonnay. Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion, just a few upcoming shows. Cody Johnson will be out there October 25th and 26th. Post Malone October 23rd, and I believe the 21st was an add-on second show.
Oh, okay.
You can check that out. October 10th, Megan Trainor, and that's a Sunday. In Huntsville, Texas. Let's take it up north. The old alma mater, the Sam Houston State, the Bearcat territory, have Bob Seger tribute band coming out. Seger System, October 26th at the Old Town Theater on 12th Street there from 7 to 8:30 in Huntsville, Texas. You can come out and catch that. And I'll tell you, Bob Seger. Real man stuff. I remember some guy was telling this fella, he was crying. He was at the bar. Had some tears in his eyes, drowning over an ex or something like that. And he was like, "Oh man, you all right?" He's like, "Yeah, I guess. My girl broke up with me and all this." And he's like, "Well, why don't you go out to your car and cry like a real man and listen to some Bob Seger instead of here at the bar?" And he's like, all right, fine. So you go out and you listen to some Bob Seger and cry it out,
That's how the tribute band was formed?
No, that's how real men are done. Yeah. The tribute band. Yeah, that too. Yeah, they played it out while he cried it out.
Yeah.
It's emotional. Anyway, Lobster Fest is coming up October 3rd. Everybody loves this. And, I love lobster.
I'm not a big fan.
Of lobster?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I do, and this is a Woodforest event. October 3rd. It's been going on for a while. It doesn't indicate how many, but it's the Lone Star Convention Center and Expo. October 3rd and 4th. You can come out and check out Lobster Fest, and there'll be a lot of talk as that comes a little closer.
And then the next weekend is...
Look, it says for our annual. It doesn't say for what annual.
Well, because it's back... the sheet is... That was
there.
part of October 1st for B-52s.
Oh.
Anyway. Yeah.
Damn.
So what happens when you put...
interns to do all the important stuff.
Yeah, that too.
So what about Justin Lane Gates?
What about?
Justin Lane Gates, Cannon Brand, and a song swap live at the table at Medley, September 20th, 7:30 to 9.
I have no idea where we're going.
Where it says Justin Lane Gates.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Old school. That's a Table at Medley.
Yeah.
Justin Lane Gates Table at Medley with Cannon Brand in the song swap Table at Medley. And that is again September 20th, 7:30 to 9:30. Conroe Catfish Festival. That's what you were going for.
Yes.
Are you providing stays for that?
I
Are you
have a
helping
rate.
travelers?
Yes, the Hyatt has a rate.
If I'm staying at if I'm going to the Conroe Catfish Festival October 11th, 12th, and 13th, and I need to book a local room, how could I do that and take advantage of the discount?
You can go to Conroe Catfish and click on our little link for there.
Do a special code or
Or you
anything?
can call me. Yeah.
SPOTS is the
Shurrie,
code.
SHURRIE.
Is that the code?
POTTS at Hyatt.com.
Type in POTS code POTS.
No, don't do that.
no code POTS. Okay, well just call you.
Just call me.
Just
Just call
call.
me,
Just
yeah.
just call her. She's good
Yeah.
she's great conversation. Shurrie.
Yeah.
No,
Josh
I
Ward.
need to. Yeah, Josh Ward. You know, is he staying
Peyton
at the hotel?
Riley's going to be there.
Did Peyton Riley get a hotel room already? Peyton, you need to go
I'm not telling
get.
you who's staying with us, but
Oh yeah.
you can.
Musician client privilege.
Yeah,
You
that's
know, well, Hyatt won't tell. There you go. I know, Trent. I know you stayed there. I was outside. You're like, don't go to Trent Cowie's room.
Yeah.
Don't go in there, Armando. You're not supposed to know.
I didn't say that.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, dueling pianos. 202 North Main, September 28th. That's always a fun one. They fill that place.
Oh,
And
cool.
I'm told that the Biz and Booze, the one property group in Montgomery's little networking group, or big networking group now, is going back to the roots at the original place that they had this event, or one of the original places, back at 202 North Main. So they'll be bringing that all back around.
cool.
They'll be they were just yesterday, and what a great event at the Texas Mini Plaza in Montgomery, Texas. There they had an event yesterday, super fun, good networking event, and a lot of folks came out. We really enjoyed that. That place is awesome. It's got some great art. At the I can't remember his name. He does a lot of the Western art and like smoking guns and cabaret paintings, and they're all oils. Where everybody's got everybody's got a gun behind their back in the painting. Gets you thinking. And instead of like the Louis L'Amours where you're looking at horses riding across with an oil well behind them in a sunset, which is wonderful representation of Texas, but probably not something of a modern Western look, which would be really cool. I want to say Gabrielle, Gabe Lewis is the artist that does the art for them with some of these Western shots that I think are just spectacular. So catch that. The Spooky Willis Bakery Crawl. It's like a pub crawl, but it's a bakery crawl throughout Willis. This thing sells out. The last time they put it up, it sold out in 2 hours. I don't even know if it's still available. The thing's October 26th. New products, huge raffle, coffee trucks, food trucks, drawings, and prizes. 2 hours, over 210 Ds last time. Oh, Creed's going to be with 3 Doors Down and Finger 11 Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday, tomorrow. Gates open at 6 and the show goes till 7. It's their Summer of 99 tour for all three. Creed, 3 Doors Down, Finger 11. Yeah. You know any good Creed songs?
Yeah. I'm not going to sing any, but yeah.
Come on! Wow! It was like as close as I could get to making you sing one.
Absolutely not.
Wide open. No. Okay. Sacred Heart Catholic Church has Leland, Christian musician, fantastic. He'll be out there tonight at 7 p.m. over at the Sacred Heart Catholic Church on, I think that's Fraser right there. Kid Fishing Derby, we keep bringing this one up, September 14th. That's this Saturday. You can start out and fish in the morning, and then you can go to the Kiwanis Kids Day in the park after that over at Carl Barton Park. You can catch that from 9 to 12 is fishing, 11 to 2 is the Kiwanis. Carl Barton Jr. Parks, and that's at 3500 South Loop 336. Conroe Community Garage Sale is October 26th. They've been registering guests since like August 5th.
Jeez. October 26th is also the Grand Central Park Boo Party, so they're going to have the...
Right? What
I
an
know it's not
odd
on
day.
there, but I put it on there on my own because Hyatt will have a booth, but it's where, kind of like Trunk or Treat.
Yeah. No, this is at 500 Metcalf over at Heritage Place. So you can go down there. You can catch the community garage sale, grab your things, and it's as is expected, ridiculously early, 8 to 2 p.m. You can that goes on for a while.
Yeah.
8 to 2. All right, yeah, and you know the deal. If you're still trying to get involved, 936-522-3960 to get into some of that action there. And what else we got? Conroe Sports Cards and Collectibles. That's at your place.
It is.
That's at the Hyatt. So you can catch that September 22nd. It's on there's Saturday and Sunday, or just Sunday?
No, it's the whole weekend.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the whole weekend,
Yeah.
the 21st and 22nd. But check Conroe Sports Cards and Collectibles show to get more information. Hyatt Regency Conroe is at 1001 Grand Central Parkway, Conroe, Texas.
Go see Shane.
Right? the home of Shurrie Pods.
Yes.
October
That's where I live.
5th. Yeah, she lives there. She lives there. So, October 5th. Pretty in Pink Breast Cancer Awareness benefiting My Hope Chest. Is this a play on words?
Anyway.
It's a table at Medley,
Yes.
316 Medley Street, Conroe, Texas.
Also on the 5th is 1999, The Legacy of Prince
Really?
at Bernhardt.
Love that stuff. You know, that's Prince tribute bands. They're putting it out there. You know,
love Prince.
he doesn't word it out. He sings it. You know, Prince belted it. And you know, I've been trying to be a little bit more healthy lately.
Good.
Yeah.
You need
So
to be.
a while back, I got a Fitbit, and yeah, just kind of count steps. And you know, my sister is my friend.
Oh.
A Fitbit friend. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you understand how this works?
Yeah.
So they kind of can see all your stuff and what you're doing, and it kind of help you along. And
Give you crap about not walking.
yeah, so I was playing some Call of Duty, and you know,
It's a sedentary.
2 to 6 hours went by, and I got a call from my sister, and she said, "What do you do today?" And I already know if I say nothing, you know, she's going to be talking about how I'm too much sugar in my diet, and I need to be doing this, I need to be doing that. And so, you know, I'm like here at the house, and she's like, well, and then I said I went for a walk this morning, and yeah, 90 steps must have been a good walk. And I'm like, well, how do you know that? And she goes, I'm your friend, you idiot. You know, I can see everything.
Check
you're
your Fitbit.
yeah, I can see your Fitbit account. You know, you got 90 steps in. And I was like, well, you know, it's and then I learned that I could just like wiggle my leg around, you know, like
Lord.
this, and I could get the steps. So like,
I mean,
well,
why do that? Just get up and go walk.
so while you're gaming,
That's so
you can
silly.
just keep that foot moving and get those miles in, you know.
Yeah. That one leg will be real nice.
Bubbles and Blooms, Walden Yacht Club. September 26th. I like this one there. It's from the Meadow to Market group that's out there by the Lions School. They have a nice gift store boutique, and they do all kinds of stuff out there. I don't pretend to know, but it's a lot of cool stuff that they do over there. But they're bringing it all over to this Bubbles and Blooms, right? So it's champagne, and you make a bouquet of flowers, right? So the florist shows you how to make these
Yeah.
bouquets. You take the flowers with you and eat and drink and all that stuff and everything that they got going on there. I think it's $45, and that includes you taking your bouquet home with you, which I thought that was a pretty good deal. I'm like, here, let me drink too. I mean, it's fantastic. Unity Park 4th Annual Patriots of Texas Barbecue Cook-Off and Music Festival. Unity Park is near Magnolia. Jesse Robb Jr., our friend's going to be there. Ned Ledoux, Ben Haggard, Chad Cook. Oh, wow. Casey Chestnut. There's a lot of really good artists going to be out at the 4th Annual Patriots of Texas Barbecue. These goes to a good cause, the Patriots of Texas, from 3 to 11:30 p.m. You can catch that at Unity Park. And that's a really nice park. It's huge. It's huge. Lot of park. First thing I went out there, I said, wow, what a beautiful park. The Gatlin Brothers live at Do-Si-Do, the Big Barn, October 27th. You can catch that 7:30 p.m. And I think, wait, last page.
No.
Yeah. Rock Show, NOLA, Styx, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard Tribute, also Bernhardt Winery. It's called the Rock Show NOLA. New Orleans, Louisiana is what NOLA stands for.
Yes, you're
Yes.
very good.
Yeah. September 7th through 10th. Yeah. Luke Prater will be over at the Ice House September 14th, tomorrow night. Catch him out there. Great show. He's going to expect a lot of old country He is bringing it back, baby. Happy birthday, Harley Ray. Just want to put that out there. Happy birthday, brother.
Harley
Yeah.
Ray.
And if you don't know, Harley Ray wrote the song at the beginning of our show here. Yeah, he's that guy. October 5th, Deck the Halls Christmas Market at First Baptist Church Conroe. This one's a little different. It's the Deck the Halls Christmas Market at First Baptist Conroe. Booths Indoor Market from 10 to 4, October 4th. The Herps Conroe Exotic Reptile and Pet Show.
At the convention center. Yep.
Herp's a real thing. I wanted to put that out there. What is a herp? From according to the Ecological Preserve, Rutgers.
Yep. We talk about it every year.
Herpetology is the study of amphibians and
Never goes
reptiles.
away.
Two groups and animals can be collectively, free concert. Shotgun Road right over here is an Xfinity show. 80s and 90s tribute, September 19th at Conroe's Parks and Recreation at Heritage Park. I'd like to thank everybody for watching the show today. Thank you, Turrangos, Penelope, and Boutique, Hyatt, Grand Central Park, Conroe, Golakeconroe, and Lone Star Community Radio. We'd also like to thank Paul the Plumber, Carl's AC and Heating, and Dr. Paul Robbins. Folks, we'll see you next week right here on the Texas Ticket at Lone Star Community Radio. Thank you.